Welcome back to another episode of Between Two Clouds. I'm your host, Danny Hunt. Our guest today is Duane Barnes, president at RapidScale. Duane, great to see you, man. Welcome to the show.
Love to be here. Thanks for having me, Danny.
Yeah, sure. Now, in full disclosure, Danny had a pretty late night yesterday, and I am an AI digital clone that he sent in his place. He said he's sorry that he couldn't be here, but he hoped you would understand, question mark.
Hey, you know what? I love it. You can hardly tell the difference.
I love it. That's great to hear. But in all seriousness, for folks who haven't worked with RapidScale or maybe haven't worked with you in recent years, share a little bit about who you are.
Yeah, happy to. So, look, at the end of the day, RapidScale is here to help customers simplify IT and unleash innovation. And really that's focused on everything from legacy IT client server applications, virtual desktops, networking, security, all of that traditional stuff that's still out there and needs to run, and all the way up through public cloud, app dev modernization, leveraging artificial intelligence and machine learning to gain insights and help customers gain a competitive advantage in the industries that they serve, and everything in between.
Yeah, we're certainly familiar with that space. And speaking of AI, there's a lot of excitement building for our AI day come, I guess, mid-October, just around the corner. We frame this event around real business outcomes, trying to stay clear of the hype. And there's a lot of hype out there. Folks that come out are going to get to hear from customers, their journey, their outcome stories. It's really no different than I think the approach that you or I take with the customers in an advisement role. Talk to me a little bit about your approach and perspective to AI.
Yeah, great question, and definitely a lot of hype. I mean, if you pay too much attention to the Nvidia news, there were actually watch parties being created in New York for their earnings release a few weeks ago. So it's pretty wild to have a watch party for an earnings release, but it's all the hype around AI, right? So, look, our perspective really is you have to have your data strategy before you can even consider leveraging AI to solve any problems for you. So we really start with that data foundations, data science, data engineering projects, more times than not with clients, to prepare them to take advantage of machine learning and LLMs and all the things that AI can be beneficial for. And so think about most problems you're trying to solve in a real company, the data sources are disparate. You might have data in your CRM, you might have data in your ERP, whatever product or database you use to service your clients, and whatever applications you use on a daily basis. And none of them really talk to each other, or if they do, it's just very high level API integration. And so we like to start with getting that data into a data lake in one of the public cloud providers. Some of them have better LLMs for specific verticals, like Google has a fantastic healthcare LLM. Amazon's got a great partnership with Anthropic, their Bedrock platforms, and all of their, SageMaker and so on and so forth with AWS. And of course, Azure's got some great platforms as well. But they're all a little bit different. And so we like to start with consulting around that perspective, get the data in a source where it can be accessed, and then layer on that sort of graphical analytics interface to that data so we can start providing insights back to the customer that will really be impactful to help them, grow their business, scale their business, and provide them a significant competitive advantage in business. And that's where most of the AI use cases come from for most normal businesses that aren't in the tech sector building the latest and greatest cutting edge technologies.
Yeah, I love that. And I think you a good example of, or a somewhat decent example of that, you shared with me one time was it the golf ball potato example? You want to
Yeah.
summarize that one?
Yeah, I heard that one at a conference, and it really sounds funny to start with, which is great because it's a good icebreaker story. But it's a real life problem, right? There was this potato farm that happened to be next to a driving range. So think of your drive shack or whatever, golf course driving range, and the harvesting equipment. So think the things that go into the ground that pick up the potatoes. We're picking up a lot of golf balls. Potatoes are soft; they don't really damage the blades. Golf balls are hard; they nick and ding and dent the blades. And so this particular company partnered with Google to solve this problem and ultimately put cameras in the harvesting equipment, leveraging computer vision AI, feeding it tens of thousands of images of dirty golf balls and dirty potatoes. And then it quickly used the machine learning to figure out, through real-time video feeds, what is a potato and what is a golf ball, so it could skip over the golf balls and save that company, millions of dollars in maintenance and equipment and downtime and unexpected downtime. And so they could plan for maintenance and not have any challenges harvesting their crops. So kind of funny example, but real life use case that wasn't that expensive to deploy. And the technology exists to solve problems like that today.
I love the relatable blue collar real world example. And like when you tell that story, I think maybe there's a way to take that same tech and use it to help me find some of my my missing sock twins or pairs that are out there. I think we could come up with something for that.
Yeah, for sure. We'll get right to work on that problem.
I appreciate it. Duane, seriously, enjoyed our time today. Good seeing you, man. Thanks for spending some time with us here.
Yeah, very much appreciate it. Looking forward to the Opex AI Day coming up in October, and can't wait to see many of you in person.
Awesome. And thanks to everybody else who took the time to stop out today. If you made it this far in the video, be sure and let me know that I owe you a drink next time I see you. And until next time.